Welcome back to the Marketing Mentor Minisode series called Where Are All the Good Clients? If you ever get stuck on finding good clients, today Ilise Benun of marketing-mentor.com will share her insights on building a business you can depend on through finding clients that are the perfect fit for you. Hi, Ilise.
Hello, Bonnie.
So in the last 2 minisodes, we talked about why waiting to be discovered and depending on word of mouth are not the best ways to find clients and what you should do instead. To have more predictable income and projects we love, we need to find clients that are a good fit for us. But what if we can't decide who our best clients are?
Yeah, it's not really about deciding. I think about it more as choosing a direction. Plus, it's not something you do alone. You do it in conjunction with the market. That's what I mean when I talk about listening to the market and letting the market find you.
That kind of sounds mysterious.
It is a bit mysterious, but there's no magic to it. It's actually more intuitive than anything. So you have to trust yourself. It's kind of a combination of exploration and listening to the market, of putting yourself out there often before you feel quite ready, and getting feedback. And some of that feedback will be positive, some might be negative. There might be a lot of silence. All of that can be easily misinterpreted. So you really have to be careful about that. And then you use your feedback to determine which step to take, which person to reach out to, what to say next to each person. It's like a dance, it's a journey, but it's not actually about making a big decision, which implies that you can't change your mind. And I've mentored creatives through several different variations of this decision before they landed on the one that felt right. In fact, that was my experience too. It took me a couple of years to really land in this market, but once I found it, I knew it was right for me, and that takes patience and persistence.
How do you use that process to find your way to your ideal niche or market?
So you start by choosing a direction. And this direction is based on your interests and your curiosity and what you care about. And you take a few steps in that direction, and soon you may find yourself swept up in a stream or a flow that is a market, and you just keep following the flow to see where it takes you. And if there's no flow, then you choose another direction. And that's what I mean by intuitive. So often what happens is that one day you look back and you see you're actually already working with your best clients.
Can you give us an example of that?
Well, I'm a perfect example of that. I'm practicing what I preach. I'm using myself as the example because I went 36 years ago from professional organizer to bookkeeper because I noticed that when I was helping people get organized, a lot of their bookkeeping was kind of non-existent. So I said, all right, well, I can help with that. Let's do your books. And then as their books got to be in order, we saw that they actually needed more business. And that led very organically and naturally to the idea of self-promotion. And I said, well, I can help with that. And then for a couple of people, I actually became their agent. And eventually, when I had learned enough and I saw that a lot of people couldn't actually afford to hire me to do it for them, then I started mentoring. And that was about 20 years ago. And it's just evolved from there. But it was a stream, it was a flow that I just kept responding to. And that's really what we're looking for here, is to be responsive to the market.
I do like the organic nature of that. But what if we don't have a lot of time to get into the flow of that process? Is there any way to speed that along?
I actually think so. I'm developing a method to use AI to sort of jump you forward a few steps. So through a lot of experimenting, I found that you can have a productive, if sometimes disjointed, conversation with an AI tool that will give you ideas for a direction to go in. And it's especially helpful if you're in that I don't quite feel ready phase.
That's awesome. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, of course. I will tell you when you come to my Potential Clients on Tap with AI live event. It's on Wednesday, May 29th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern. It's free to join, and I'll show you some of my favorite AI tools and tricks for finding clients and even nailing down your market. I'll give a demonstration so you can try it out for yourself. Again, that's coming up on May 29th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern, and you can sign up in the link below.
Thanks, Ilise.
You're welcome. Bye.